And we are off. Got Snipes playing there, saw S1 Sprinter Blob. We got MTG. Got Mav playing there, CLN again. Husky is playing a LN plus Caps, it looks like. Fire is playing a Hero LN, but a different Hero LN without the sprinters. Interesting to see how that goes. We also have Wolf playing Cobalt. We'd love to see it. On ANS, we have Quiz playing Caps. Looks like maybe some Sprinter Bombers. Be fun to see with the new SH2 cost decrease. Yeah, Sprinter Bombers, Sprinter Cap Fleet, no PDs. Be interesting to see how that goes. You might even also have a Missile Cube. See? Also got some various Axfords. Yep, just a couple Axfords. We'll see. Dual Axford, single Axford. No for real. Going out, looks like we're going to have Pyro once again, sheltering the cap. We'll definitely be able to prevent someone pushing onto it, but unsure if they will be able to prevent the denial of that cap. It usually takes, especially against missiles, it's really tough to deny it, or to protect your cappers. Like heavy jamming, typically, or just having a whole bucket of cappers. So walking through the fleets, we have the Axfords deployed mostly mid, covering C and A. Cheese is running the same Axfords that we saw them run in the first failed game. We've got Greedfords, they have SDMs. A little empty because of the SDM investment. Double drive, unfortunate. Double door, running pretty standard Axford. Nice triple drive. Quiz is running Sprinter Bombers into the Echo Cap, going to be able to deny that capper. Probably gonna get spotted by the early warning at the range. Quiz also has a Sarissa Cube, that's fun. So, help attrit a little bit of those container salvos. It's definitely tough though.
The enemy is securing zone
And then
dagger.
they also have a DD. It's going to be looking at A from very
The
low.
enemy is securing zone
Um,
boxer.
Quiz should be able to chaff these shortstop boxes pretty easily. Snipes, of course, running their Saw S1 Spinner Blob. Pinard Gaming, Spotlight Gaming has a lot of AMMs now. Apparently, still can't be fussed to use all of the Sprinter's billion mounts to bring soft kill. But neither here nor there. Mavs running their CLN with some Pavis, so really respecting, I guess, getting torpedoed or something. You know, and the T30, you know, always important for those late game cap duels. Maybe less on Yukon, but it depends.
The enemy is securing zone eclipse.
Wolf is running stock Cobalt, which is always fun to see. I'm not sure if anything has changed on this build, but it's double Magacello. It's got
The enemy
most of the
secured
soft
zone
kill.
dagger.
It's
The
got
enemy is
floodlights, pretty
securing
solid
zone
build.
comet. The enemy secured zone
Not a
boxer.
ton of chaff, which is a shame, but there's a lot of things you got to pay for in double cello. Pyrope running their hero liner. This one I think has a bunch of missiles. Yeah, big missiles. I think like R3 containers or something. Quiz is late on the E deny. I guess lots of things to worry about here. Not attempting to kill those. Maybe focused on soft kill. Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes when you're on full speed. Can't really get slow
The
down
enemy
enough.
secured zone
Quiz
eclipse.
is now programming. Quiz is now firing. Yep. So he's in range of that offset, so not going to be able to see the Sprinter Bombers quite yet.
The enemy secured zone comet.
And then Husky has a J-Man plus carrier, or plus 2 DLM. Higher up able to AMM some of these, loses a Bridge Master. This decoy getting shot at by the Capitals momentarily. Quiz, probably just going to pick off these shuttles and dip. No reason for them to stay around. Husky Lord is scrambling 100 mil bombers down low. Beam is, well, if Quiz is holding fire, they should be on the ball enough to realize it's not capping A. We shall see. Always tough to know in the moment. Just go out of locking range, so Pyro's total successfully cap the Echo Point. On Quiz we have a variety of different S2s. What do we use? Okay, lots of different types. Okay, I'm interested to see how those get used. Not a ton of capping assets on OSP in general, so not gonna get a ton of value, I think. But we'll see. Wolf does have. Is that a? Does not have services. Snipes is rotating high. I think they're hunting for the CLN. Wolf really can't do a ton against the sprint. I mean, like, nothing on OSP has a really good matchup into the sprinter ball. CLN should be able to get some okay rocket box hits onto it because there's no rebounds on it. The spam of AMMs will only work once. But of course they don't know where the sprinter ball is, and probably the first time they see it, it will be killing one of their expensive assets. Astro's being very cagey. Nobody really knows where anybody is, so that makes sense. Got submunition containers trying to fish the classic DD positions. No wiggle on the containers, so these will get killed pretty easily by the Sarissa box here. 100 bombers go out to the Echo Cap. Quiz is already rotated off though, so no worries there. One thing I've always thought silly is why would you have your lifeboats not identify themselves? You know, they should be screaming a very unambiguous IFF warning that we are a lifeboat. This pike, I guess it's probably similar in signature size to the CLN, so well smaller, so it won't give it away like a sundial might. The ANS carrier. Quiz just holding their sprinters back. Not a lot going on. Besides, a couple sprinters dying on common. Nothing really follow up there. Huskies chilling around the A cap, waiting for deny. Quiz respecting the A cap enough, their opponents enough not to try the A cap. Decoy, seducing more hybrids. Yeah, it's tough to know. Stuff like that on sprinter bombers where you're operating with limited intel. These don't even have events. Oh, time for the defender instead. It sure is. It sure is. Yeah, Snipes is. I mean, Wolf can't do a ton against them. The Walrus will burn around eventually, and then they'll die. They can self-illume. They have. Oh, where is the Illuminator? They could have okay geometry for that. They don't have a lot of chaff though. Solos, if they're burning semi-regularly, they will be able to spot this, but we will see. Pyrope's single C90 monitor. Pyrope does have a single C90 monitor, so if they get okay tracks onto these before they connect with their front line, then they will be able to, put a little damage on the thrusters, but it takes a while for C90 to really get going. Now, the cellos are locked by the capital. Wolf's going to be focused on that. Snipes is diving. Wolf. We have Pyro pointing their offset higher. I'm not sure. Are they in range? So it's like... Oh, they are not in range. So yeah, Wolf is illuming them. Soon they will have to illumine the wrong direction. Or in the other direction. I'm not sure how that's going to go for them. Self-illum, always difficult. Single drive, getting the Axford shot up a little bit here. These are single drive as well, but they also are cellos. Poor Wolf can't see the sprinters. I'm about to get illumed. Illuminator's pointed one way. Aurora's tasked and be shorted. Nope, not be shorted. Okay, goodbye, Wolf. Yeah, because it's 2 bursts per S1, so they do get through eventually. Yep, one's hitting. Oh, we've got these S1s going into the sprinters. Perch, not doing much. Oh, they're losing Aurora health, but slowly. Snipes can do this forever, though, so it's really up to someone to... Oh, we've got some rocket boxes. Not connecting yet. Now we're getting some hits to the Acellos. We've got reactors out, so these Auroras are down. Wow. Great crisis management on the part of Wolf. Great stuff. Still trying to kill these Cellos. We've got some Auroras burned out on one side. Now we're seeing most of the Auroras on one side burned out. And these ones are out of power. So, getting a lot more connections here. Snipe still pressing forward. CLN is spotted, so they need to kill pretty much all of these sprinters, or else they'll just go straight through to the CLN. Still firing S1s, and the endless fire orders. This is somewhat recoverable for Wolf. They're still pressing down into cover, though a lot of stuff will get DT broken in the process. We've got reactors kind of back up. I think we've turned off radar, and that's why. We've got more rocket boxes going in. Getting some more sprinters. The CLN's successfully been able to get in out of line of sight, and Pyro is rising with their T20s, so they're going to be able to contribute to the defense. Wolf's getting TT broken. I mean, this is recoverable. They're still diving. Still trying to finish off Wolf here. Getting rear shots now. Snipes down to 3 sprinters. Pyro just wading into the sprinters, firing 100 mil. So, I mean, this is absolutely what you got to do when there's an all-in like this. If the Axfords were pressing a little harder with it, it would be really bad. But it looks like OSB will get a little time to breathe here, which they will need. CLN escapes. Pyrope's undamaged. Wolf is probably going to is going to lose this Acello. But Wolf escapes with 1 Acello, so OSB does come out ahead on this.
The enemy is securing zone
They are light on front line, though, which is going to be tough. So here you have, OSB had to bring together pretty much 9k of assets in order to kill this sprinter blob before it could, absolutely ruin Wolf. But that was really good showing on Wolf's part. They will be able... Wolf might bloom here. That's pretty... 10 seconds. I think Wolf Bloom's here. Oh. Nope. That's really sad. So one Nacello survives, but 10 blooms. Oh man. That's pretty sad. So that makes it an equal trade. Snipes has traded themselves out for 3k
The
points
enemy
of
secured
OSB.
Zone Atlas.
Now the CLN had to retreat into line of sight of the Quantity Capitals, though. We also have hybrids coming in for it, so the disruption that the sprinters caused is going to be pretty devastating. And we can restore all of this right now. We still have a lot of restores on it. CLN is trying to make its way back into cover, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to make it in time. Wolf. This rocket shuttle has 22 more rockets left. It's going to run into a Torpvet with one defender. So it's going to be up to Husky to be on top of that and get the first shot off. They both have vision of each other. Quiz for programs first, they will win. It is just a VLS-1. Rocket shuttle on A gets... Oh, and the CLN survives! Gets out of line of sight. Lovely. Rocket shuttle deals with the A-capper. Now, I
The
mean,
enemy
the
is
Axfords
securing
are
Zone
pressing
Comet.
mid. Husky Lord is caught out here. We're going to need to rotate around the rock to survive. Pyrope gets Bloom, which is going to be really bad for getting RPF'd by all the Greedfords. Yep, Sprinter Bombers are coming for E. T-20s are not going to be able to help with that. They'll probably need a flight, which they could have. They're not getting
The
cycled
enemy
right
is
now.
securing Zone Eclipse.
We've got ESF Kudas high. Husky firing. Quiz has a defender and arc, unless they have two. So they have two tubes firing. Yep. So they will lose the C duel. So C will stay on ANS's side. E capped by the Sprinter Bombers. Pyro will respond. Quiz has still a pretty good amount of of hybrids and S2s available. We've got hybrids being put onto the OSP ball. It's just a really tough situation. We've got Wolf trying to chain restore as best they can. They will be able to get at both a mag and another gun up, which is good. We'll return them back to combat capability. They
The
won't
enemy
be able to
secured
do
Zone
close range
Eclipse.
fire with Axfords, so they won't be able to DPS race them because of the number and the healthiness of these Axfords. Husky Lord probably going to get beamed here, actually, if Quiz realized this rotation around the rock. Husky Lord does see Echo, and they also see that Pyrope gets hybrided here. CLN, of course, is spotted by Vets. Containers getting sent for the Corvettes. Hybrids being sent out for the CLN. They're gonna miss. Steerable does not have the biggest cone. So CLN escaping out of danger for now. Jammer going pretty well into the rocket boxes. One of the HEI boxes gonna get saved by the defender, so that's a single defender value out of Quiz. Not a lot going on the rest of the map. Husky is rotating around. The DD is not pointed yet. Husky can probably get the common point, which will be good. But Anus is forecapping. There's a giant ball of Axfords over the A point. So it's tough. Probably need a rotation over to Boxer. It's tough to with all of the threats that Anus is posing, to stay on top of trying to keep on caps. ANS is up almost 100 points now. That will continue to climb rapidly. Got R2s out on Quiz. Fired from very far away. I've been seeing some pretty good success onto light targets still with R2s, but you do have to get closer. Still sorting boxes. Got map, yep, being able to restore fully. Just having that storage, incredible value. Being able to restore up your pretty vulnerable days. Dumbledore's getting locked. Uh, Wolf and Pyrope fighting the good fight. Uh, I'm not sure. This one was been hybrided. Yeah, I mean Pyrope is going to take a lot of damage every time they peek. Um, you have to be really careful when you're doing that. We've got more containers coming in. Quiz still on damaged here. Pyrope getting hybrided to death. We have a few more hybrids left on Quiz's part. And an S2 that's going to probably finish off this. No. Hard kill will save me. Trying to TOT here, maybe. So many targets, they hook on a lot of different things. Not super high decoy density either, and a lot of defenders, so not going to connect with anything here. Wolf, not a lot of thrusters. I think getting caught out here because all their thrusters died to S1s. Now Quiz has their last hybrids that will go into the cargo liner. Pyrope's going to be able to repair up and take the echo point. We've got Husky firing their T-30s. Mav is 2 restores left. I think it's not going to be enough though. Wow, pretty lucky damage here. We've got 4 more hybrids. Or if they miss the banks, that'll be wow. Wow. Really lucky for Mav. Like literally no damage. All restorable. Now
The
Quiz will
enemy
lose
is
these
securing zone
vets.
comet.
OSP takes C. Quiz now rotating their BMDD up. This can definitely like kill this liner outright. Um, Husky will have to have their main guns pointed at it, and you know they might not remember this from the early game. I don't think Quiz even revealed it.
The
They never
enemy is
fired.
securing zone eclipse.
Now we have Pyrope rotating over the left side. Good that they noticed that. Need that a little sooner. Yeah, I mean Axford's a little scared to press all the way. They can definitely just like finish the game here. And they should know that they have, you know, the enemy front line's been really attrited here. Um, both of Wolf's Zelos die. It's just up the Pyrope, and Pyrope is very RPFable. Yeah, Husky not pointed. Or, you know, they don't know the DD's there,
The
so
enemy secured
he's
zone
sharking
comet.
up from below. OSP gets a 3 cap. Don't think that'll last long. Anas can park an Axford on each point right now and win the game. There's no sufficient concentration of OSP left. Mav is pretty much out of
The enemy
containers.
secured zone
We're at
eclipse.
40%. We do need some good practice with TOTs in order to really get those high salvo counts. Got a Dumbledore. Dumbledore is pressing around there. See the Cello is dead. They're getting there. They are mostly out of offensive missiles. Just 7 left there. DD is going up. They don't know exactly where the... Oh, they might be too... They might peek. They're going to peek looking the wrong direction. This is going to be tight. And Husky's going to be able to roll. I think Husky takes this one. Once again, there's 3 Axfords, so when they split, they win the game, but OSP is counting on them not splitting. Like, they're even getting a snapshot of everything back here. It's like ships in the night, indeed. That's really funny. PCAP's going to go in favor of OSP. There's nothing guarding anymore. Quiz has their 1 sprinter defending the 8 point. There are a lot of greed fruits here. Not sure if it's super necessary. Cheese is still keeping their Axfords together. Also, not super necessary. Single T20 is going to be finishing off this Corvette. Probably want to try and start rotating. Looks like Husky's going to think about the A cap soonish. TT never spotted. Liner never spotted. That's the great thing about Nebulous. These kind of interactions. Just a field of dead sprinters over here. It's incredible. We're firing. We are TOTing the Axfords. It's going to be really tough. Pyrope can't peek this much. They're also getting crossfired. It's really tough. This Axford is taking a lot of damage. If Pyrope is able to mass from the high Axfords and dive, they might be able to do all right here. I think these are R3 containers. Still a lot of defenders, though. We'll see. But in conjunction with the container TOT, this could be something. R2's hit the nose. Lots of containers coming in, or R3's hit the nose. Lots of containers coming in. Still a lot of defenders up. We're getting hits, though. Wow. Alright, so that's if Pyrope is able to stay alive from the high Axford, she is able to mask. This Axford is absolutely dead. Wow. We have a sprinter diving onto the D point. Pyrope is contesting with their C90 monitor. We'll be able to hold that point. I think it'll get there in time. DD now pointed correctly at the liner. Liner doesn't know where the DD is, though I think it might have seen it. Yeah, it'll be the guns in arc. Yeah, I think they did see each other. You are right. Guns in arc. They're locked by the Axfords, but Husky knows exactly where to point. Pretty good play on the part of Husky here. Good rotation around. Double door dying. Massive TOT with the R3 is able to punch through. That's pretty good. Big TOT on the double axe, though. Not going to get through, both soft killed and hard killed. Beam goes out. 50 out. Liner getting shot. Not structure broken yet. Loses a gun, but reds that beam instantly. Having a full broadside onto a beam DD is just not going to get anything done. Decapper runs from the monitor. Monitor's still trying to get up.
The enemy is securing zone Comet.
DD is going to cap C, though. It really needs to get out along the side of these Axfords, so it's probably going to be successful. Still firing, it's going to struggle to get into the bowels of this DD. We have out of containers on the CLM, so this is an expensive capper. Should probably go onto the A cap because it'll be able to bow tank those Axfords for a bit. Axford almost out of restores. Currently not combat capable, and Pyrope is winning the fight. Dagger once again. So we drove off and we drove on, giving the monitor time to get onto the point. That's really funny. I think catch is the right option now because of how close they are. If the monitor gets too close, it won't be able to be able to outturn. Husky is dying here. Really wants to stop the C cap. Not going to be able to. Really needs to get out of line of sight of these Axfords. Now ANS can only control 2 points at once, so if they lose. That splitting of the Axfords would allow OSP to get a critical massive strike in and kill. Yeah, Bombshell takes a while to do damage, so. Monitor just misses the T-cap. We've got a 100-point differential. Pretty soon, though, OSP's going to need a 4-cap. So we need A. How are we going to get A? Pyrope's probably going to go for it. We need some of the sensor assets, or some of the backline assets to go on the A point. Quiz knows Quiz is going for E. Quiz has a fully healthy gun shuttle, so they will win against the E shuttle. Quiz is single whip hybrid. Are we? Yep, now it's going to be able to outturn Monitor soon if it gets closer. Here's a tasty DC. who is not dead, but almost. Power kills the Axford. Oh, not. We are heshing now, so this thing's gonna die really quick. Hesh cannot overpen, so it vaporizes sprinters like nobody's business. If it can connect, obviously. Husky Husky gets out a lot. That's pretty cool. And we have taken a gun off. Yeah, completely out of restores here on these Axfords. Interesting. They are currently focusing on the CLN. I'm just going to come around, shoot into the side, no, the front. Structure broken Brenner before it dies from Hesh. That's not something you see every day. Pyro doing a good job microwaving away from the sprinter, making sure they can still turn, still combat capable because of that VLS-1. CLN can bow tank this 450 for a long time. They can't, if they once they get out of line of sight of this other Oxford, they're going to force this other Oxford to stay on C. And also, if this liner is able to take out the bottom gun, that's a disarmed Oxford. So, well, besides the sidearms, obviously. E still being held. This is really, really good for OSP.
The enemy is securing zone dagger.
Dagger finally flipping, but gave them a good amount of points. I, yeah, I mean, it would be tough for OSP to get a win here. They need the 5 cap. They need the 4 cap, but not impossible. The fighters did clean up both of the sprinters going for E, so this is, this is actually not over.
The enemy is securing zone eclipse.
Did this really die? Yeah, no, it didn't. So, I think Pyro, I think, I don't know. We've got 2 restores left. Pyro is not structure broken yet, but, like, are they aware they can, I think they're getting RPF'd. Yeah, RPF does a lot of damage. They're getting D. Oh no. Oh,
The
I'm just
enemy
blind,
secured
I
zone
guess.
dagger.
Oh no, yep. Okay, so bombs getting shot down, they will get the recap. One of the runners got picked off, the other one didn't. Are pressing on to A. Husky looks like they want to help with the A fight. Yeah, but OSP is still two capped. We really needed this J-Man moving earlier. Just needed to park on E a while ago.
The enemy secured zone eclipse.
Mav was definitely correct that they needed to put their backline asset on a point. Husky needed to do that sooner. Pyrope doesn't win the DPS race here. Husky wants to fight on A, I think. Can't really make up their mind. Anna's going to take the game. A little closer than might have expected, but the removing some of the anti-capital assets, some of the front line from Annis early allowed the experts to really like win the war of attrition. And I did record this one. Perfect.